Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley, and if you're new here, I have a toddler boy who'll be 2 in October, and I'm currently pregnant with twins, twin girls. So this week I wanted to give an update on my 21 and 22 week of pregnancy. Currently I am 23 weeks pregnant, so currently I am in my 6th month of pregnancy, and it has gone by super fast. I can't believe we're gonna have these babies in 3 months. It's insane. So let's talk about 21, 22. There's been some updates, but spoiler alert, for the most part, I feel pretty good, with just some aches and pains and things like that. So we'll go through just what baby's size of in week 21 and 22. And then I also like to talk about things that I've bought so far, because I have picked up a few things for the babies, which is exciting. I felt like I was feeling like I hadn't gotten anything, so then I was like, I need to start getting stuff. So that's really nice. So we will go through that. So 21 weeks pregnant, baby is the size of an endive. I don't know what an endive is. I think it's a vegetable, or is it? Looks like a vegetable. I don't know. And then 22 weeks, babies are the size of coconuts. So they are about 10.9 inches and 15.2 ounces. So almost a pound each. So 22 weeks. It's starting to get crowded for sure. Now you're 22 weeks pregnant. You're rapidly growing. Baby is invading your space. Babies. They are invading my space. That's why it might be tough to catch your breath and your back might be killing you. Yeah. As baby grows, they may be expanding your belly so much. At week 22 of pregnancy, you may start to get some stretch marks. Sorry. Even your newfound outie belly button. My belly button became an outie pretty early on. I think my uterus grew super fast, obviously because I'm having twins and it's my 2nd pregnancy, so my body pretty much knows what to do. 22 weeks is a good time to start planning for your maternity portrait session. I actually have scheduled my maternity pictures. I'm going to do it at the end of this month, so I'll be right around starting my 3rd trimester. So I thought, because I am measuring ahead, that probably would be a good time. So I'm going to be doing it at the end of the month. So that should be really fun. It's my first time taking professional maternity photos. I mean, I did lots of pictures with baby Cinco, but we were kind of in the middle of moving and things like that. So I didn't really think it was important to pay the money and capture it. But with this May being my last pregnancy, I think 3 babies is a great number to stop at. I really want to capture these moments because I doubt that I'll ever be pregnant again with twins. So it's really amazing to see how your body changes, because it is very different than my first pregnancy. So I've already planned that. So that is super exciting. Like I said, 22 weeks, baby's the size of a coconut, 10.9 inches long, 22 weeks pregnant. So symptoms, I've actually was trying to keep notes of my symptoms so I'm not all over the place like I typically am, but I'm still going to be all over the place. So I've noticed between 21 and 22 weeks is when my sleep has started to kind of go downhill. I am still taking my nausea medication, which is pretty much a sleep aid. I don't think I actually need it anymore, but it does help me stay asleep for longer. But I've noticed that you can't sleep on your back, and when you sleep on your back, it's hard to breathe, so it wakes you up. And sleeping on my sides, even with the pregnancy pillow, it's a lot of weight on my hips, and my hips are usually getting so much pain. So I wake up in the middle of the night, usually trying to flip over, and that is like a full on like drag. You wake up and then you have to shift your body weight over, and it's not an easy process anymore because I'm not light as a feather. So that's been pretty tough. Even with my pregnancy pillow, I think it helps a little bit, but it's hard to get good sleep. I mean, I am grateful that I'm still able to sleep for the most part okay, but I do wake up once or twice in the middle of the night, obviously to use the bathroom, and I'm usually in pain on one side of my body, so I have to flip to the other side, and then that side gets in pain, so I flip to the other side. It's kind of annoying. And speaking of frequent using the bathroom, I am constantly using the bathroom. Like, I feel like these weeks it really just kind of just out of nowhere. So I went grocery shopping and I went to the bathroom right before I left to the store. The store, it takes me like 4 minutes to get to the store. Right when I get to Target, I had to use the bathroom again. Go through Target. I leave. I have to use the bathroom again before I leave Target, and then I get home and I have to use the bathroom again. It's like anytime I drink like water or anything, it goes, once it hits my bladder, it's like a baby is like pushing it, and immediately you have to use the bathroom. So frequent bathroom breaks, which is normal. And then I noticed my stomach, I've been having like at the end of the day, like my stomach feels bruised in a way. It's not a visible bruise where you can see like a trauma or something like that. It's just like tender to touch. So I wanted to talk to my doctor about it, and because I'd never felt that really with Cinco, like a pain, like a burn in my stomach or like a pain like that. And I say pain, it's just more of a soreness, and it's typically at the end of the day. So I just assumed it was maybe like a baby is pushing up against my stomach, and then after, at the end of the day, they've been pushing on it all day. It just kind of makes it tender. So anyways, when I was talking to my doctor about it in my appointment, she said because my stomach is growing at a really fast pace, like your body just, it's hard to keep up with. So your skin is stretching and stretching, and it's stretching really fast. And those muscles, your ab muscles are like this. And so then it starts to split. She's like, it doesn't surprise me that you're having a little bit of pain because your stomach is stretching so quickly, so fast. Because I'm pretty much, my torso's I have a very, very short torso. So my stomach is like, grows like that. Like if you look back at my videos, at week 14, I had like a good old belly. And so now it's not like it just keeps obviously expanding. And it just can't keep up with it. So I haven't gotten more stretch marks than the ones I got at the end of my pregnancy with Cinco, but I think those are probably going to start coming just because, or those stretch marks will start to get more bruised, because that's when I got a few stretch marks right at the end of pregnancy last time. So when she did measure my fundal height, so my uterus, and I'm measuring 6 weeks ahead, which is crazy. So I'm measuring like I'm already into my 3rd trimester, and I'm, a little over halfway into my 2nd. So that should be fun. She kind of chuckled because I asked, I said, so what's the normal like weight gain? Because I feel like I gained a lot in the 1st trimester, and then, I'm just kind of slowly gaining a little bit. And she laughed. She's like, you should be eating, I think she said something crazy, like 80 grams of protein, 80 to 100 grams of protein a day, just with twins. And the amount of calories I probably shouldn't take to have healthy twins should be pretty up there. I think almost 3,000 calories, which it sounds easy, and I am no stranger to eating a lot of food, but it's hard, and it's kind of mentally exhausting knowing like every time you get on the scale, like the weight is like, it just comes up so quickly, and people are like, oh my God, you look so good being pregnant with twins. But it's more of a mental thing. So you have to get past that. Like you're gonna have to gain weight if you want to have 2 healthy babies. You're gonna have to gain an appropriate amount of weight. So it's interesting. So, but also in that same token, I get hungry quicker, I think, Like I'm always hungry, but I don't eat as much because I feel like I don't have enough room. Like it starts to feel uncomfortable once I finish like a meal. Like it gets uncomfortable, so I eat smaller meals. But I feel like I'm eating all the time, like a piece of fruit or something like that all the time. So I think as these babies get bigger, I'm wondering like how that's going to progress. Anyways, also I put pelvic girdle pain. I'm not sure if that's exactly what I'm having, but this is when I started having pelvic pain. I've never had pelvic pain in my last pregnancy, but I've noticed like if I sit for too long and not like walk, once I get up, it feels like I just say my pelvis has gone out, because when it was maybe last week, I was working from home, and when I work from home, I tend to kind of like focus in and just work, and I forget how much time kind of passes. And I think I was maybe sitting for 2 hours, just 3 hours, just not like moving. I got up and I kid you not, I could not move. I could not move my right leg. If I lifted it up, I was in excruciating pain. Like I could not move the leg. I was like, what am I gonna do? I can't call. Josh wasn't home. No one was home. I was like, I'm gonna have to like somehow like figure out how I'm gonna be able to. I can't get out of like this spot. So I end up getting on the floor and dragging my body across to the living room, and just kind of just sat there. And I tried to like work it out. Like I did like a bunch of like the butterfly stretches, or I think it's called the child's pose when you're in yoga and you're on all fours, but you kind of spread your knees outward. So it kind of stretches that pelvis pain. And that helped a little bit. And I was able to like at least move, but every step I took, it was like, so I've never felt that before. I think one of baby A is really just how she sits. She's always just kind of been in my pretty low, and then obviously baby B's up top and has a lot more room. And I think it's just a lot of pressure on my pelvis, just having that much weight for so long, sitting on my pelvis. So I've tried to keep a mental note of that. So I'm pretty much trying to walk. If I walk for the most part throughout the day, I'm okay. But usually around 3 o'clock is when I start to feel that pain again, and it makes me nervous because I felt it like at work. And I do walk around a lot at work, giving different types of tours and things like that. So I've like had to walk to my car, and every step I take, I'm like, and I just was like, oh my gosh, people probably look at me like, this poor girl looks like she's in so much pain, because I am. Yeah, that it's just a pain that you just don't want to walk, but you have to walk in order to not like have it super bad. So I haven't that pelvis where I could not move happened once, and then the pain comes pretty much every day around the end of the day. But as long as I'm doing my stretches, it helps at least mitigate some of the pain, but it doesn't take it away. So pregnant with twins, so much fun. Woohoo. Frequent trips to the bathroom, I said that already. And hungry, I said that already. And I talked about last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I talked about Braxton Hicks. I feel like I don't get as much anymore. Either that or I'm getting used to it. I do feel like my stomach will harden sometimes, but it's not like sometimes I don't even notice it getting too hard. I'll kind of like look down and I'm like, ooh, super hard. But it's not. I feel like they've calmed down. I think it's because of the amount of water I've been drinking. I've been trying to keep myself hydrated. When we talked about water, it sounded so good. So I've been trying to keep myself hydrated. So I think that's been helping me a lot with Braxton Hicks. And movement, these few weeks, it definitely movement has picked up. I always, not think the worst, but I do have a little bit of anxiety when it comes to stuff like that. I had it with Cinco, just are they moving okay? Is the kick counts okay? But my doctor said we don't really go through kick counts until 28 weeks. But for me, I feel like every time I watch these twin videos, every mom is so in tune to where their baby A is and baby B is, and they know baby B is the one that kicked and baby A is the one that kicked. I feel like I have no clue. I think from where I think they are, baby A is on the right and baby B is on my left, like my right and my left right now. And they're both head down. But one placenta is in the front and one placenta is in the back. So I feel constant movement on my right side, but I don't think I feel constant movement on the left side. But I feel like baby on the left side is also lower, so the movements I feel are lower. I don't know. Movements I feel on the left could be lower. So I was talking to my doctor. I was like, I don't know. How am I supposed to count kick counts? Am I supposed to count 10 each? Am I supposed to, feel what's normal? I mean, if you're supposed to get 10 and you get 10 kicks, that means both babies are in the clear. Like, how do I know one baby's not in distress and the other baby's not in distress? I mean, the thought is like, it's kind of overwhelming and it's daunting. Like, you want to make sure both babies are, thriving and doing the things they're supposed to be doing, but you also don't want to keep freaking people out when you don't really need to. So she said, you in the next few weeks, you should be able to feel movement, but you really won't find a pattern until about your 28 weeks. And I've noticed that, like, it feels like as soon as I said that to the doctor, I felt more consistent movement on both sides, but the movements are just both sides in different areas. So I have an ultrasound next Friday with my high risk doctor. So I'm going to ask kind of where those babies are located and ask again. But at that appointment, I'll still only be I'll be 24 weeks. So I'll see her again right before 28 weeks. So I'm really I'm trying not to stress about it until, till it's time to stress about it. I truly feel like I would know, and your instincts will know if something is wrong and something's not right for you. Because I feel like I'm in like a Facebook group and it's a bunch of pregnant people and we're all pregnant at the same time. So when people are talking about different movements, I feel like you can't compare yourself to someone else, because someone saying they're feeling a lot of movement. What's a lot of movement? Because a lot of movement to them could also be, not so much movement for you. So you can't compare. And I'm really like working on that and trying to, because I know what times I usually feel movements, and that's the times I focus on. So usually, like when I first wake up, I've noticed like I can feel it right before like I actually wake up. I feel like some kicks, like wake up, wake up, wake up. And then like I kind of go throughout my day. I don't really I keep pretty active, so I don't like I said, I work and walk around. So I don't feel them too much when I'm doing all that. So I don't really have it in the back of my mind. But then when I sit down at the end of the day and I'm usually like, I'll have like a dessert or something like that and watching TV with Josh, I know, like I'll kind of mentally like think about, oh, am I feeling kicks? And usually I do. So that's kind of what I focus on. In the morning, I know I'm going to get a couple kicks, and at night, I know I'm going to get a couple kicks. And throughout the day, I may feel something, but that's kind of what I focus on. I don't focus on trying to feel it all day because I'll go crazy. And just hope that both babies are doing the rest. Hope that makes sense, because I feel like it was a very long-winded movement update. I'm out of breath. Whew. And then what's also cool is I feel like, I don't know if it's a head or if it's a butt. I think it's a butt, because from my last appointment, they were head down, but they're still small, so they could just kind of flip around. But like, I feel like it feels like the size of my elbow poking out. And when you rub it, Josh thinks it's like the grossest thing. And when you rub it, like you just feel like this, like a ball. And I feel like it's a head or a butt. And it's super cool. So they clearly, you can sometimes start seeing them poke out through your belly, which is fascinating. I just feel like everything's just moving super fast. But those are pretty much the biggest updates. So when it comes to buying things, I did buy a bunch of things these last 2 weeks. I started to feel like I had nothing. I was not prepared for the twins. So I kind of started buying things here and there. We end up buying their cribs. We bought 2 cribs. Unfortunately, I really wanted the like a natural wood ones, and I wanted them from IKEA because they were a little bit less expensive. And all the ones that I liked were like, you know, was it over $200? And buying one stroller crib, when we bought that for Cinco, when you think, okay, $175, you buy a stroller, or I keep saying stroller, car seat, crib. Pregnancy brain is real. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, buying 2 cribs over $200, that's like, you know, almost $500 for cribs. We didn't want to do that. So I ended up looking at Walmart one night, and I found some really cute, simple cribs, convertible cribs. They can go to a toddler bed. They're white. I wanted just a natural wood one, but I got it, and they were about a little over $100. So I bought 2 of those. So they should be coming tomorrow. We probably won't put them up. We'll put them up. We'll probably put one up at least this weekend, maybe next weekend, just to see how it fits into that space. Because like I said, we are converting like an office space, a really small office space that used to be Josh's man cave. We're converting that into a nursery. So I got that. And then I actually went to a consignment sale. It was a kids consignment sale. I went to 2 this past week in our area, and it's a huge sale of just baby stuff from people, you know, that are trying to like get rid of, you know, sell their stuff. So you can find really good deals, and you can look at and seeing the quality and things like that. So I ended up buying a Graco twin bassinet, pack and play, which I wasn't planning on buying. I never had it on the registry because I just felt like it's a little over $200, and we have a pack and play with the changing. We have 2 pack and plays already from with Cinco. We have a traveling one, and we had one that we kept at the house that we used when he was really little because it had the bassinet and it had a changing table, and I loved it. But we also were going to get cribs, and we were going to get bassinets. So then I was like, why am I going to get another pack and play and have a 3rd pack and play? But this one at the sale, it was $100, and it was a lot bigger in person. When I looked online, I just thought it was a standard size of a regular Graco pack and play, but it's actually a lot bigger. And the bassinet, or the, you know, the sleeper things at top, are a lot bigger than I imagined, and they have a lot of room to grow into. So I think I might actually it's not my favorite color. It doesn't come in a cute little color like black. It's like a brown, green. I don't know. I don't like the color, but it's practical. So I think we're gonna put that Graco twin pack and play in our room because we have a little bit of room to go ahead and put that in there. So that was a good find. I also found, I'm looking for, what are they called? Bouncers, but those were usually gone right away. But bouncers are easy. I could probably just get those new. They're not expensive. They're not really too expensive at all. We did find I'm like this. We did find what is it called? A stroller. Whew. We did find the stroller. We ended up getting the Pivot Expand, the Evenful Pivot Expand. I liked my Pivot, but it didn't expand to a double stroller. So we have that. I think I may sell our old stroller. I don't know yet. So we have the Pivot Expand. I just have to get the car seats. I have to get 2 car seats for it. So that's kind of next on the shopping list. I'll probably get it within the next month. Sometime by October, I'll have both their car seats, and installed. I I truly don't think I'm gonna go into labor anytime soon. I think I'm safe to say that I should be able to, you know, hold these babies in full term for twins. So we got that. That was another big thing we got. I got it for really inexpensive. So I got it used. So I'm super excited about that. And it came with 1 seat. All I have to do is get another seat. But I think Cinco's old seat from his pivot might fit. So I don't know. So we got that. I got a ton of clothes. Not a ton. I say a ton. I got some clothes for the girls. And then we were gifted a huge gift. One of Josh's friends got a huge gift of baby clothes as well. So we put all that in their room. I'm just gonna we're just gonna get all the clothes at one time, and then I'll wash everything at once and then put everything away. What else did we buy? I feel like we bought so much, but maybe we didn't. Oh, I got another. So I've been kind of stalking this. It's called goodbyegear.com, and it's another used baby store, but it's online. And they inspect everything. They offer like all the latest gear, and it can be gently used. It can just be open box or something that was like on a store, like product like display, and they can't just sell it, so they'll resell it there. So I've kind of been, stocking that, and I ended up buying a second baby Merlin sleep suit. So we already have one with baby Cinco, and so I bought another one, which was nice because Cinco slept really well with that sleep suit. So we have 2 of those. Oh, I ended up getting a second boppy lounger because we already have one, so we bought the exact same one, so now we have 2. Oh, and I ended up getting a twinsy my best friend pillow, and I got that also, and I ended up spending what, $20 on it, and it retails for $60 something, and all you have to do is get a new cover and wash it. So that was a good one. So I got that. And what else did I get? Maybe I did get a lot. I feel like maybe that's pretty much it. Oh, and then I got a baby Einstein, or is it baby Einstein? No, I think it's not Lovery. I can't remember, but I got a new play mat thing it's like a black and white play mat to put the babies on, so we can do tummy time and they can see the toys up top and all that. So I got a new one of those because I didn't like the one we had with Cinco, so I don't even think I have. I think I threw it away. So I bought a new one of that. So that's super exciting. But so I feel like we're slowly preparing for the twins. I mean, slowly but surely. I don't want them to come anytime soon because we're still preparing. Obviously we're super excited and still very nervous on how this is all gonna work. But every day Cinco gives the girl, I say, give your sisters a kiss goodnight, because now my belly like clearly is invading his crib space when I put him to bed, and he gives the belly a kiss, and he's just so like, it's so much fun. And I think that he knows something's weird like going on with mom's body, but I don't know. So he's gonna be such a good big brother, and his birthday comes up next month. I don't know what we'll do. We probably won't do anything too big. We didn't do anything big for his first. We had family come down and things like that. So his second, we probably will just be us and do a cake or something like that. For one, I don't have the energy, and 2, we are in a spot where we don't have family close. Everyone would have to fly, and I just don't think it's truly worth it when we have technology these days. So I think we will, as he gets older, we'll obviously put more, birthday parties and things like that. But I think just celebrating with us with a cake, and probably take him somewhere and give him all his favorite foods, mac and cheese and spaghetti, and do something like that. But other than that, I'm feeling okay. I'm trying to get enough water in, and I'm supposed to go to the gym at 11:15. It's 10:52, so I gotta go to the gym. I am still going to the gym, and every day is a struggle. So I don't know how long I'll last, but at least I'm still doing it. I'm still running. I'll run here and there, or I'll do the bike. The bike feels really good. I feel like it's a good stretch, or a good aerobic. So that's pretty good. So I'll go ahead and show my belly, and then I'll see you guys for my next video. I'm 20, so it might be next week, because I get so confused. I have my doctor's appointment next week. So the next update won't be for another week and a half, I guess. I don't know. Maybe, but I think I might put a video up next weekend, but it won't be an update. It'll just be more like a vlog style, because we're going to take Cinco to his first, like, indoor park. So I think I may put that up next week, and then it'll be another update the week after, I think, if I'm not tired. So thank you so much for watching, and please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and if you guys have any questions or comments, or if you are actually pregnant with twins, that's how I wanted to do this, because I watch a ton of twin videos, although there's not a lot out there, I feel like. So I wanted to document my journey, even though it's tougher every day to sit down and film. But anyways, I will show my belly, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. My Audi. It always looks so big in this, because I think because I'm on my knees. So this is the belly with the little shirt on. So you can see kind of where my actual stomach, the line goes. And then I have my little line there. But yeah, she's big. All right, bye.